Hey tennis lovers, what's up? Welcome back to another amazing episode of Tennis Love. Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer have both previously won the Paris Masters and the ATP Finals in the same year. The business end of the 2022 season is upon us, with only two big tournaments yet to be played on the ATP Tour, namely the Paris Masters and the ATP Finals. Several of the world's top players are set to compete in the final Masters 1000 event of the season, and it will be interesting to see who comes out on top. The ATP Finals will take place soon after, with Carlos Alcaraz, Rafael Nadal, and Novak Djokovic having already booked their respective spots in the tournament. While Casper Ruud, Stefanos Tsitsipas, Daniil Medvedev, and Andrei Rublev are well on course to book their places in the year-end championships, the likes of Felix Auger-Aliassime, Taylor Fritz, Hubert Hurkacz, and Alexander Zverev are also in contention to qualify. While several top players have won the Paris Masters and the ATP Finals, only 5 have managed to come out on top in both tournaments in the same year. On that note, let's take a look at who they are. 1. Boris Becker, 1992. Boris Becker was seeded 9th at the 1992 Paris Masters, known as the Paris Open back then. The German sealed his spot in the final with straight sets, wins over John McEnroe, Brad Gilbert, top seed Jim Courier, and 6th seed Goran Ivanovic. He faced 11th seed Guy Forget in the final and beat him 7-6-3, 6-3, 3-6, 6-3 to win the tournament. Becker entered the ATP World Tour Championships as the 7th seed and was drawn into the Ken Rosewall group alongside Stefan Edberg, Pete Sampras, and Petr Korda. He lost to Sampras but defeated Edberg and Korda to finish second in the group and seal his place in the semifinals. Here he came back from a set down to defeat Goran Ivanovic 4-6, 6-4, 7-6-7 to set up a final clash against Jim Courier. Becker beat the American 6-4, 6-3, 7-5 to win the year-end championships for the second time in his career. 2. Pete Sampras, 1997. Pete Sampras had a pretty good season in 1997, winning 8 singles titles, including 2 Grand Slams, 2 Masters 1000 tournaments, and the year-end championships. The American entered that year's Paris Masters as the top seed and had a shaky start. He survived scares against Becker, Korda, and Thomas Muster to reach the semifinals, where he beat Yevgeny Kafelnikov 7-6-2, 6-3 to set up a final clash against Jonas Bjorkman. Sampras beat the Swede 6-3, 4-6, 6-3, 6-1 to win his second career Paris Masters title. Sampras was the heavy favorite to win the World Tour Championships, where he was the top seed. He lost to Carlos Moya, but bounced back to defeat Patrick Rafter and Greg Ruski to top his group, and reached the semifinals, where he beat Jonas Bjorkman to set up a final clash against Yevgeny Kafelnikov, who he beat 6-3, 6-2, 6-2 to successfully defend his ATP World Tour Championships title. 3. Roger Federer, 2011. Roger Federer's only title at the Paris Masters came in 2011 when he was seeded 3rd in the tournament. The 20-time Grand Slam winner reached the semifinals following straight-set wins over Adrian Mannarino, Richard Gasquet, and Juan Monaco. Here he beat Thomas Berdych to set up a final clash against Jo-Wilfried Tsonga. Federer beat the Frenchman 6-1, 7-6-3 to win his only Masters 1000 tournament of the 2011 season. 4. Novak Djokovic, 2013, 2014, 2015. Novak Djokovic has done the Paris Masters and ATP Finals doubles for 3 successive years. The Serb was the 2nd seed at the 2013 Paris Masters and won the tournament by defeating David Ferrer 7-5, 7-5 in the final. Djokovic sealed his place in the semifinals of the ATP Finals by topping his group with wins over Federer, Juan Martín del Potro, and Richard Gasquet. He then beat Stan Wawrinka to set up a title clash against Rafael Nadal, who he beat 6-3, 6-4 to successfully defend his title at the ATP Finals. The Serb had a terrific title defense at the 2014 Paris Masters, as he won the tournament without dropping a single set, beating Milos Raonic in the final. Djokovic then won all of his matches in the ATP Finals to set up a title clash against Federer. However, the Swiss was forced to withdraw from the match due to a match injury, thus handing the Serb his 4th triumph at the year-end championships. 5. Andy Murray, 2016. With 9 titles won, 2016 will go down as the best year of Andy Murray's career. The Scotsman was seeded 2nd at that year's Paris Masters, and reached the semifinals following wins over Fernando Verdasco, Lucas Pouille, and Thomas Berdych. He was supposed to face Milos Raonic in the last four, but the Canadian withdrew from the match due to a torn right quadriceps. As a result, Murray reached the final, where he beat John Isner 6-3, 6-7, 4, 6-4 to win his maiden title at the Paris Masters. The former world No. 1 continued his good form in the ATP Finals, where he beat Stan Wawrinka, Kei Nishikori, and Marin Cilic to top his group and reach the semifinals. Here he came back from a set down to defeat Milos Raonic and set up a title clash against Novak Djokovic. Murray beat Djokovic 6-3, 6-4 to win the ATP Finals and become the year-end world number 1. So guys, this was all about today's video. Share as much as you can. That really motivates us to create more content for you guys. With this, we end our video. Hope you liked the video.